Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to try again with Slay the Spire. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to see if we can get this guy down. We're going to start on, maybe theoretically an easier round, because this is still new and I want this to go pretty quick. So we're going to see, so where we are, we've got, we've had 76 victories. We've had 330 deaths. We're not very good at this game. But you know what? A lot of fun. So we're going to do a daily climb, because those are usually pretty easy. Ooh, we got the character, we got the defect again. And we get to craft our own deck, and all enemies start with slow debuff. So that means many cards are going to generate extra damage, plus 3 strength for all parties. So can't wait to get this like super busted. I love Slay the Spire, and I love playing on easy. It's wonderful. Our music sounds like our audio coming in is a little bit lower, so we're going to turn up the volume on the game, because everybody loves that. The music here is not super complicated, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I want these to be balanced a little bit more. So we're going to try to get out of here and get this balance. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's see. We're going to play some cards. We get to choose 10 cards to add to our deck out of what we've got here. Some of these can get really powerful. We're starting with just a small deck, so stack is going to be much more powerful if we get a lot of extra cards. So we want cheaper cards. Ooh, we've got these are great cards. So we've got a lot of cycling here. So many of these are my favorite. Self-repair can be extremely useful in power deck. But we're gonna go for mini cards. We always need block. We're going to have 3 great block cards to start. These are super powerful. Let's go ahead and get a turbo. The void will be strong starting out, but it will be less hurtful as we go along. And does it go in it goes in the discard pile. So far we don't have any damage cards. We can generate some lightning, but we are going to need some damage to start our fight. Rebound is great, especially for free cards. Let's go for 1 free damage card. And then a Rip and Tear is 14 damage for 1. Anybody who's really good at this game would criticize, I'm sure. But this is about having fun, and this is Ascension 0. So Equilibrium is a trap. We're going to start with lightning, but we probably don't have anything to generate more lightning here. Let's just start this. This is the equivalent of a zap price tag starting out, and it's just going to get better. We will take the leap. That'll give us some sustain. We've got lots of blocks. Alright, we've got 10. This is going to be difficult starting out. We're going to be really dependent on the rip and tear. I might need to switch out the static discharge. Oh, I hit Y. I hit confirm. So here we go. I would have taken a rebound, which would allow me to do some damage and get some control for what cards are going to be drawn later. I'm feeling really nervous about this run. I'm feeling nervous just even about streaming. And that's interesting to me. I don't want to lose. But you know what? I love playing this game even when I do lose. I usually come into these feeling very strong. But we're going to need a lot of damage. And we're going to need a lot of blocks because everything's got 3 extra strength. Okay, let's get one of these. Okay. And who knew? That's pretty busted. And this is where we thought we might get. We have no attacks in our hand. No problems though. Got plenty of ways. We're still going to deal 6 damage. Deal more than 6 damage because we evoked one of these orbs. Okay, do we want to generate more frost? Yes, definitely. Frost is super strong. So yeah, let's generate more frost. Let's upgrade a card. We want something. Channel 2 lightning every time. So this becomes 10. Just starting out, it becomes 14 block for 2. That's awesome. This becomes 3. Getting a double weak is great. With 3 strength, this starts out 10 apiece. If we did that, that would be 12. 1 for 24 damage on a single target. 1 for 24 damage on a single target is really, really hard to agree with. Again, we might need this for an elite. We don't need, I mean, we'd love to get another elite, but we actually need more draw plus damage. Cold Snap is great. Both of these are great. This one's on sale. Let's be FPL. We've already got a good selection of powers, so let's see what we can do to continue that going on. Let's get extra damage. So we're going to go from 10 cards to 13 cards just in our first few levels, which may be a little fast for increasing the number of cards we have in our deck. But we're going to grab 2 elite. We're going to upgrade 2 random cards, definitely. These couldn't have been better. Getting FTL stronger. Wonderful. Plus we've got extra damage coming in. Alrighty. Okay. So even if we take any damage this round, then we are going to get static discharge. We can play all the cards in our hand. We want to play all the cards in our hand. Yes, because even with all the cards in our hand, we are still going to take some damage. And we drew 1, so we're going to generate another lightning. Alright, this guy is almost dead. We can get another card. We're going to get 7 HP at the end of our fight. Perfect. Alrighty, that's sustained. It's been coming along. Streamline can be really, really powerful. We also have a pretty small deck. But we've got to remember we've got slow on enemies, so we can really let this go. Alright, so we could just let this ride, this hole. We could just do 3 powers. And let this go. Again, we want to get the powers out of here. We can get... So it will wake up. We've still got 3 XP. We can make it weak this turn. We can deal a lot of damage. And then we can generate quite a bit of lightning. Oh yeah. Oh, what a great turn. Alright, now this is where it gets tricky. We want to continue. If we know we're going to play cards that don't do damage, we kind of might as well. What would we want? Oh, I had Y to look at my draw pile, and instead I skipped my turn. Won't be the first or last time that has happened. Whether I could have finished off that round, whether that'll mean the end of this run, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh, boost sequence. Again with the block starting out. Great. Okay, we've got all the block that we could need this round. So we are still definitely want to get that benefit for next round, and we'll keep this going. Alright. Again, we can use the turbo into Tempest, which is phenomenal. We do have a lot of energy generation, which is wonderful. Go ahead and kill this guy. Nothing matters after this because we're going to have a ton of lightning. Let's just get a ton of lightning generated. And that'll kill him off. Perfect. Ooh, an early genetic algorithm is a really good way to start. The claw is also slightly beneficial, but an early genetic algorithm is really a lot of fun. You know, I haven't even thought about using my potions. I'm playing with controller and set of mouse and keyboard, how I usually play. And so I am focused solely on the cards instead of using all of my options. That'll be the death of me. Maybe once I get to 3 potions, I'll be much more likely to use them. All of these are really beneficial here. I don't need to use them because I do have enough block for this round. But if we go ahead and do that, we did get our focus, our void energy. Carl again? Turbo. We got our turbo, so that helps us with our Tempest. Alright, we also generate energy for next turn. I keep forgetting that there's so many different... we've got so many different options here. We do like to get our powers out because we get them out of our deck, but I don't think this fight's gonna be long enough for any of that. Let's just take, we don't need to use a boost sequence, we can wait for it. If we channel 1 Froth and then Tempest, we will have enough block. Oh, but we got our 24 damage. And then we've got 3 Tempest, which will still generate enough block for our orb to gain 5 block, yes. So we're there. And that gets us our 12. And then, oh, beautiful. Made that way too hard. Barrage is usually very, very strong. This will be 7 damage for each channel orb. So this will be 21 damage on if I'm full on orbs, which is pretty strong. Again, for one, it's 21 damage. I do have a focus potion. Let's try this. We got the Centennial Puzzle. The first time we take damage, we're going to draw 3 extra cards, which can be really beneficial, but you know what? We don't want to take any damage. Not for quite a while. So with this, we could do these 2 and really get some damage going, some block going. We still have 1 more, which could give us an extra energy next time. Alright, so just make sure that we get our self-repair. We've got 21 damage coming in here, we got 24 damage with these. So between these two cards, we have a lot of damage. It is random. Let's see if we can take one of these down. We didn't take them down with 1. So we are going to have 10 block. And the question is whether we're going to be able to run one more time around. We don't even have to run one more time around to get our... because we used next time. Oh, and we haven't started strengthening our genetic algorithm yet. So there we go. So we gotta get our genetic algorithm and our repair every round. Ball lightning is really when the damage starts to pop off. You get that's 13 damage for 1. Again, we're really doing well with all of the cards we've got. There's no reason not to use the genetic algorithm this round, but we do kind of want a stronger block. We're not going to be able to kill anything. So, you know what? We're going to use the skim and see if we get something else. Well, wheat actually takes care of a lot of that damage. Now we're down to 20 damage. We are going to do boosting link. And we're going to do our genetic algorithm, make sure we take 0 damage this round. Alright. And then we've got our leap. And we've got our turbo. And with ball lightning and cool-headed, we're going to have a 21 damage hit. So we're going to use everything. There's no reason not to. Does order of our attacks really matter? No. We could take care of this block, or we could just kill. We really just want to kill. I mean, we could do both. I mean, we've got full turbo, so there's no reason not to deal as much damage as we can. We don't even need to use the leap, but we are going to anyway because it's going to increase because of slow. So now we're doing 30 damage instead of 21, which is phenomenal. Alright. Need to remember that these enemies are slowed. So using other cards first allows us to do more damage. So we've got 17 damage coming our way. We could theoretically kill both. Yes, because we can generate 2 Tempests, and the Tempest will 100% kill both. Potion of Capacity. Oh, all 3 of these are wonderful. We probably don't want to get a second genetic algorithm. That would be so beneficial late game to have both of those. All of these are wonderful, but I really love Buffer for a lot of power decks. So we can choose an upgrade. We want to go to the Elite anyway, so we're going to choose to get an upgrade. Now, anything that we upgrade, we've got to remember we've got 3 extra strength. So if we were to upgrade this, that would be 6. So going to 9, so that becomes 27 damage for 1. But upgrading our genetic algorithm, upgrading our buffer, we have so many great cards to upgrade. I can't even imagine which cards are going to be the best to upgrade. I really want to upgrade everything. But let's upgrade the ones that more quickly scale, because we are trying to scale the cards that we have. This couldn't be better. This couldn't be any... I mean, we would love to have a void. So we are going to try to get maximum amount of damage. Let's see what we get. We do really want a void. He doesn't have a multi-attack, so this buffer is going to really pay dividends later in the round. So we could take our 17 and go, or we could, we got to remember he's going to increase strength based on all the skills that we play. So this will generate, and we're going to take damage no matter what with any of these cards. So this will give us more damage. Do that. All right. So we don't want to outblock him because it's just going to get stronger and stronger. If we play the power, and we're gonna let it ride. Actually, this is beneficial enough. We'll take our damage to 11, and that's when we'll generate an extra. All right, so we should be able to kill him pretty easily here. We're gonna do. Oh yeah, we've got it. Ooh, an emotion. Alright. If you lost HP during your previous turn, trigger the passive abilities for all orbs for your start of your turn. That can be really, really strong, especially with a whole bunch of frost, which is kind of what we're building here. We're pretty heavily dependent on frost, which is the way I like it. Do we want to take 11 damage? We can easily take 11 damage going into the final. This boss is not that difficult. It's actually easiest of all the bosses in my head. Buffer would be phenomenal. This would also be great. We don't have any AoE or multi-attacks coming out, so weakening would be great. However, let's get our buffer upgraded because again, we want the cards that are strongest to be upgraded. We're gonna save that for later in our fight. We will get us going for going into the next round. I want to try to get him to 70 HP by the end of the next round, which we can easily do. Now, our self-repair is not going to be beneficial because we're going to full heal at the end of this fight anyway. The 24 damage is going to take him to less than 100. Puts him easily within range of where we want to be. Now we're going to get a barrage next round. We don't want to split him this round. So we'd have to do 16 damage. We're already going to do 6. This would be 15 damage. Oh, it's not because it's going to evoke one of the... So this would split him if we use this. So if we use this instead, then we can wait until next round to split him. Perfect. Exactly. And you know what we can do? We can get a focus. Or now focus would give us we can use both, honestly. We're probably gonna, again, this is not that hard a fight, so we don't want to use both. We don't have to. What's the best use? I think long term, 2 orb slots allows us do the most amount of damage to him. Not just this turn, but next turn as well. So he is split, and the more lightning we generate, the more damage he's going to get. So now he's going to take another 15 damage, so his split is going to be, oh, we only got to do 34, so 17 damage on one of these will split it again. So we are going to be A-okay. 10. He could give us some more energy for next round. Let's skim, see if we want to use anything. Sure, we'll use that buffer. And then going into the next round, we're A-okay. Alright, and we're going to get a full heal after this fight. We split the one we didn't actually want to do, but that will end this guy right here. And then we'll kill both of these. Great, we get full heal. We're going to get another buff up or a bias cognition. Oof, all of these are so strong. We do have kind of a pretty small deck, and we're starting to get upgrades. We do need to focus on upgrades. All of these are wonderful. Now again, we want to use as many cards as we can, so Seek seems to be a little bit more beneficial. I love Slaver's Collar because I love, especially on these runs, fighting elite. Alright, we're halfway where we got on our last run. I want to speed it up a little bit because I'm feeling like I really want to let these. So we're going to focus on upgrades, and we get more than 2 campfires. We've got possibility of a campfire on the right side, 2 campfires on the left, 2 campfires on the right, plus an elite, so we want to go to the right side. We've got plenty of shops on the right, and we'll get 2 elites, which is the maximum we can get. Alright, so let's start here. Again, we've got our generating, doing great damage, weaken. We do get to start our boot sequence, and we'll be able to, oh yeah, took no damage, and took him way less than half health. Alright, we'll see if we can get, won't be able to quite get him dead this round, but even if he deals some damage with us, we are A-okay. Not really a way that I can do that. Get our genetic algorithm. Rush. We're doing phenomenal. Let's upgrade. If we upgrade this, then we can start selecting cards to play a second time. That would be great for our turbo. So we do want to be able to start scaling. This is actually a hard fight. Starting out, we've got a weak. That's great. I'm going to try to get rid of the last guy first. We are going to take all of our block, and then we're going to get as much damage going as we can. Timed fight. Okay, great. And our emotion chip triggered, which gave us another 9 damage coming out of our orbs. Ooh, that's so great. We might want to think about getting either a strength potion used. I think I'll save the focus potion because that's actually a little bit stronger. And we'll get our genetic algorithm this round. We could seek and get a buffer if we wanted. We could seek and get an FTL if we wanted, just for extra damage. There are so many wonderful options. Let's go ahead and use that seek because it is free and that's what we want. Buffer will prevent us from taking any more damage. And we could use self-repair to heal the damage we've already received. Alright, we're going to do the genetic algorithm. If we can kill one of these, then we're going to be okay. We're also going to do 9 more damage randomly. Alright, didn't double tap anybody, but we will most likely kill, unless all 3 hit the second looter, the mugger. It should be okay, and they didn't, so we only took 2. So we're going to heal, we're going to get a full heal. The trick to playing Defect is trying to minimize the amount of randomness from your orbs. Recursion is great, and we can upgrade it. It becomes absolutely wonderful. The kind of card you play every time it comes up. Rebound damage will be 15 damage, and then it would allow us to put another card on top of our draw pile, which could be wonderful because we do have a lot of draw. And Rebound is already upgraded, so that's 1 fewer upgrade that we would need to focus on. I think we're going to be fine to finish this round. I think I really do want a defrag. Love a defrag. But Echo Form is a game-winning card. A lot of these are game-winning cards. We are sitting at 23 cards, so aggregate is likely going to give us around 3 to 4 energy if we get it in the first couple rounds. So that's and upgraded. So more energy is more better. We very rarely have too much energy, and we can often turn that energy into a Tempest, generating extra. But the defrag, just because we are running an orb deck, I don't want to lose all my... I lost all my gold. I lost all my gold. That is the second time I've hit the wrong button. I need to not play this game with a controller. That's so sad. I don't even want to look at that. Oh, this is going to be a very hard fight. We're going to weaken him. I don't think we're going to get out of this fight without taking a lot of damage. So we have already drawn all of our blocks. We're going to save these blocks. I mean, we don't need to save that one. But this can be a very difficult fight. So we've got 3 focus now. I'm so thankful that we have so many ways to... So it's going to take 24 damage. This will take us into the next round without taking any more damage, but it's just going to get stronger. So this is one where we can rebound and then use our turbo. It's going to, we'll be able to seek. We'll seek a skim. Get 3 more cards, get a buffer, a charge battery, a self-repair, and deal 17 damage. So again, we're taking no damage. We've got 2 buffers. So we might again be able to get out of this fight without too much loss. Alright, so this is going to go into our hand. So we can charge battery twice. We can rip and tear twice. We do have a lot of... we've got 9 times 4 coming at us. So I think we want to deal at maximum damage because again, it's just going to get harder and harder. So we do have a lot of energy. 14. That's for next round. And this will generate 21. So 2 of the 9. We're going to get 10 more, so 31. If we're going to get hit by 1, we're going to use up 1 of our buffers. We still got 1 buffer. We did get hit by the void. This is a great turn to get weak. Just took his damage from 45 to 30. Not nearly as bad. We've got the thief again and the charge battery. Definitely want to see what else we can get. Is it possible to kill him this turn? It is when we get a lightning. All lightning. Alright, we're doing great. This is another opportunity to get an aggregate. We also got a scrape, which allows us to draw. I think our energy is the way to go. We're going to try to generate a ton of energy. Alright, we've got another good energy round. We've only got a block, 16 damage, and we can even limit that down to 12. So this will give us almost the full amount of damage that we would need. So we've got 11. We could take 1 HP and save that food sequence for another round. That's what we're going to do. So we got 3 draws out of that. So this will give us 3 extra HP, and it'll allow us to use basically everything in our hand. So we've got 5. We're going to draw 1. Try to get him out of the way. We do actually want more energy. Do we have a way to get that energy out of our... We don't. Now we're not worried about taking our 9 damage. We can basically just ride this out. We're gonna get more energy for next round. We're gonna kill this guy off. We'll easily kill him off next round. We've just got 1 to go. So we don't want a hologram and then get our food sequence. We want more energy. Always want more energy. So we're going to hologram and get our turbo. We'll use that again. That will allow us to seek our genetic algorithm. We want to strengthen that. The charge battery going. Buffer, genetic algorithm. More energy for the next round. Oh yeah. Alright, this is when this game is starting to get a little easier as we're starting to get a lot of. Now we will take quite a bit of damage from getting a whole hand of whole hand of daisies. Wonder if we can draw 3 cards this round and get 3 daisies. Perfect. Daisies, we don't have to worry about that next round. We still have 1 buffer. We're gonna skim, maybe get some real cards. Can we do it? We can do it. And we got our full health back. I'm starting to think I don't need as many more cards. We're not going to take a shot because we already gave away all of our money to some guys that we could have killed. That would probably be the death of this round if anything is. Do we want... Oof. We could get a Blessing of the Forge, which would probably be the most powerful benefit to our run. Gremlin Horn is wonderful. Alright. We could get rid of a card. You know what? One of the cards we never use and don't find very helpful. We're gonna get rid of this. Static discharge because we don't want to be able to take damage. Generating energy every time we get big damage. Our deck is built around block. So we're gonna set ourselves up for next round as best we can. And he's gonna confuse us. Perfect, no problem. We got a free self-repair, that's great. Not only we can have a free not only we can have a free glacier or a free buffer. That would be wonderful. Alright. None of these are actually that good. This is the best use of energy we have. Better than all these 3 for nothing. Alright. We got a good rebound. So we could rebound a barrage, which would be great. And then that will go back into our draw pile. Probably be randomized again. That's okay. So we could focus, rebound, kinetic. We can play a defrag, and we can rebound. Barrage. That's going to go back, and we're going to focus. Alright, here we go. I think we got him. See, this is where it's fun. It's not incredibly difficult at Ascension level 0. This is perfect because I'm going to get energy and a card draw every time I kill one of these guys. So I'll just kill one as soon as I can. Save myself 14 damage. Alright, what do we want? We want something that can kill. How about a rip and tear? Or maybe a ball lightning will give us a guaranteed kill. Yeah. And then we can hologram to get an FTL again, give us more damage. And I don't think it's going for next round, and then we'll get 3. We're doing 12 damage around with just our orb. And with 1 focus, this will give us 13 block. So we should be free. Yeah, we'll kill him. Finally get some damage going. But yeah, we got 5. Let's get a cool hit. This was a free card. We're going to save that genetic algorithm for a little bit harder fight. I mean, a little bit harder round. And go ahead and use our... Got no damage cards. Alright, what do we want to go to the top of our deck? Probably the turbo. We can kill one. And we're going to go to our turbo to the top of our deck. 8 damage if we kill him first. That turns you into a bigger damage. We want to kill another one, so we do another draw. And we've got 2 turbos. Now we've got 2 voids to draw. Oof, 45 damage. Well, 2 of them will be buffers. If we can get to 15 damage, we won't take any. That's great. I would love to keep the buffer. Rip and tear will be great, so we'll this later on. Now, what do these evoke for? These evoke for 6. So if I were to play a Glacier, I would get 13 block plus another 6. 19. So that would definitely mean that I wouldn't take any damage this round. I'd also just play Frost, gives me another chance. What would I want to draw? I would want to draw like an Aggregate or another Turbo. And the Turbo's not on the top of my deck. We're going to deal maximum damage. We're not going to take any damage. We're going to take 10 plus 19, so we're going to use up our buffers, but these will damage range. There we go. He's not going to deal nearly as much damage this round. We're going to use our genetic algorithm, make sure it's stronger. Easy kill next round. Is there anything we want to do? Do we want to use something else? Or we just want to kill? That's it. There we go. Wonder how my audio is. Oh, Potion Belt, perfect. Alright, some really strong choices. I have enough cards in my deck. What I really need is upgrade. I need my Glacier upgraded, but I need to draw 2 cards. That's great. Charge Battery is great. Draw 4 cards. Defrag going to Focus 2. Let's see. Can't get better than 2 cards whenever you draw your Seek. 2 of your best cards in your deck. Speaking of which, we'll get our Aggregate, and we can take 2 powerful cards. We can use Buffer. Boot Sequence, again, this is going to give us 7. It's going to give us 11 block. We're trying to get to 30 block. So 11, 21. We still need... That would take us, we would have 1 buffer left over. So we're gonna seek a buffer and a genetic algorithm, which will strengthen. Now we're not going to take any damage. We're going to go super our boot sequence. I should have played the rebound first. Got 2 buffers. Again, this is a block deck. That's the whole point, is to block all the damage. This is going to deal 9 damage. It's going to deal, or we can use a self-repair. Make sure if we take any damage, we'll get healed back. I think we want to dish damage out on this round. Take it down to 10. Easy kill next round. How about a rip and tear? How about a rebound? That's all that matters. Alright, and a loop. Oh, loop is so fun. Especially with all the block I've got. Again, we're starting to turn into a powers deck. The problem is it's not a quick. It doesn't deal for a longer fight. We are going to end up with a longer fight. We get another upgrade. Yeah. Loop. Loop turns into, with the defrag, turns into 6 damage. 8 damage for 6. But I think we got multi. We want to get our lightning stronger. It's about scaling up. Defrag is a one-time play. Perfect. We got it in our first round. So we can this is definitely the way we want to go. Alright, and we're just going to get going. We started with 25 damage, and we got 40 damage coming in 3 turns. So, not this turn, but next turn, which is great. That's when these guys are going to start popping off. This is going to give us 3. So, we're going to draw. It's great. We're going to see if we can weaken him. And we're going to see 2 great cards. What do we want? Glacier, Rebound, something we can use twice. Rebound Turbo, Rebound Glacier, Rebound Purpose Hair. I think we want to get this buffer going sooner rather than later. Rebound was absolutely useless. And my buffer is going to be taken away from me perfectly. Alright, so we've got our bomb knocking out both of our dudes. Probably going to put 2 cards in our deck. What can we get with our hologram? We can get our repair. Or we can get our charge battery. We don't really need block this round. This is really just about what we can get field damage for the next round. We can get a bomb again. Yeah, why not? And we hope our turbo is here, if possible. We didn't get it. But we got our bomb again. So we can easily get to 13 blocks. This is going to give us 10 damage. Per. 10 damage per. Alright, and then what do we want to do? We want to just try to get as much block as we can. Yeah. I mean, this is going to take more damage, and then we're going to get 7 blocks. So that'll take us to 14, plus another 12. So that makes it even. So that's the best use of damage. And then with an extra HP for next round. Next energy for next round. There we go. Ooh, you're not doing damage, so. So what if I rebound with and tear, and then pull up or with and tear. Go. We're gonna deal damage, and we're gonna use up our genetic algorithm so that we get stronger as well. And we're gonna hit a bomb, and we're gonna hit a bomb next round as well. We got it. We got it. We can use our powers. Alright, we did it. This is going to be a pretty powerful deck. Now, if we amplify a buffer, that's the way to go. So now we can seek, buffer, and amplify for the same round. You can no longer transform 3 cards and then upgrade them. Oh, my cards are great. Why would I want to lose any of these cards? LD is to look at my deck. What 3 cards would I upgrade? I wouldn't want to change anything. So if I have enough cards upgraded to make it through, if I just pick up relics for the rest of the round, man, I can't believe I gave away 400. I don't normally take these, but I think I want the 3 relic. Yeah, it's not a bad relic. It's not just a dead draw. I've got plenty of draw. That's great. Wait, the attack, 4 block, yeah. Breach curse, that gives me 1 strength, so we're already at 4 strength. If we pick up another curse, great, we're at 5 strength. That was actually a lot of fun. I don't normally take that, but I do love a good relic. Alright, so we've only got 2 elite. And we're going to have 4 energy just for the 2 elite. So then we want to prioritize our route based on upgrades then. Yeah, so we're not going to get a lot of, we could prioritize our route based on how many treasure chests. Oh, we don't have the treasure chest, we have the future bracelet, which is different. I'm not going to fight any fight. And the question mark button. Alright, what? Don't need a lot of cards, we just need relic. We could sweep amplify. How much? Okay, we don't have to worry about damage. Yeah, we could just sweep amplify. And defract, why not? For damage. Yeah, we still don't have a lot of damage. It's so funny. We're gonna amplify buffer. We're gonna amplify loop. Oh, let's go crazy. Let's amplify defrag. We're in loop and loop. There we go. Don't take any damage. Got a buffer in our hand. An aggregate, draw 2 cards, great. Allows us to draw 1 more. We're only trying to get to 14. We've got 13, so we'll trigger our 1 damage continual puzzle, which is great. That was called continual dreidel, continual puzzle. Awesome. Okay, we don't need our genetic algorithm, but why not? We've got a turbo. We could just algorithm and then tempest. There we go. Ooh, an upgraded fusion. That's just fine. That's just fine. It's not alpha, it's fine. Ooh, cool guy. Ooh, oh cool. Alright. So what do we want? We want to get, we just need to get 11 damage. Block, so. Rebound, and then rebound again. There we go. We need a skim next round. And we'll be able to skim next round as well. Get some random damage. Gotta get to 20. Oh yeah, that'll get us there. Let's speak our turbo or our aggregate. Aggregate is technically better. That less than 4 cards, so just do aggregate. Draw 1. We get to go for the eyes. 3 HP left. need something free. What's free? We got it. Not get any damage. Go get our buffer. I wonder if we can amplify. We could just genetic algorithm this round. Sure, why not? And turbo, genetic algorithm, and we're gonna. The first time our plasma has come out. So we don't have a buffer. We could take damage each round. Is there a way to prevent us from taking damage? It's going to be only if we kill that one, which we did. We did kill it. We got both shots off. So we don't really want to draw with that little, so we should just really get our energy for next round. So we're going to have 5 energy next round. 1 from the charge battery. Can we kill it? We can. We can do it. I don't want any of these. I would. Oh, bottle tornado would be great. Would be so fun. At the start of each combat, choose 1 to 3 random colorless cards. That could be fun as well. We want fun. And 1 darkness. Those are tough for me to use. A skill would prevent me from taking damage, most likely. I have cards that I want to remove, can't be removed from the curse. It feels like my deck is still kind of tight because of all the draw that I have. Do I have another shot coming up? I don't know that for sure. So if I don't have another shot, I should just, this is about finishing this. What did he do? Make me frail and weak. Weak and frail. Too bad, guy. Got a couple buffers coming at you. See, can I keep that buffer? Is there a way to keep? I don't think so. I think I should just probably deal the damage that I can deal this round. Let that buffer hit. Alright, so we've got 1 more buffer to go. Panel Frost, or we could just Tempest. We just got as much damage as we could. Got our loop going. We could sneak. Sneak. Hologram to pull back an aggregate, and then we'll want to use them to draw another card. We're going to hologram. We can't use an aggregate. Let's just get our genetic algorithm this round. There we go. How about we got it. That turn had nothing to go for it, but we can get some damage going. I wonder if we're going to use our final... Probably going to use our final block, but we're going to get him within range of death, so we got it. Fine. Buffer wears off. It's only going to do 20 damage to him this round. And that's going to be easy. I mean, 1, 2. We got rid of his static discharge earlier. We're not going to get another one. We do like a recursion. We do like a recursion. But again, we got to get this deck in here. Alright, in order to get both of the elites, I have to take the left half. And what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I gave them slow. So, that makes sense. Alright. Back right there. Let me draw that one. Okay. So we'll use the sequence here, and we'll use the buffer. That'll keep our buffer going for another round. We're gonna get to 13. So what would we seek? Defrag? Aggregate? Yeah, defrag and aggregate. Unless we want to amplify. No, we want to amplify. The aggregate, we're going to amplify, defrag. Yeah. Just take another card out of our... We actually want another way to get energy. Oh yeah, that allows us to save our buffer for another round. So we're taking them down. 23 damage to block this round, which is not really that hard to get. This will be 12 plus 15. How many? How much? Some extra HP. Okay, so we could just channel a crap ton. What we're gonna do? We're gonna channel a crap ton of lightning, and it's all gonna be when it evokes. It's gonna be 12 when it evokes. So, I mean, this is gonna be an extra 10 damage directly, but. Nothing here looks great. I mean, I really would like both of those. Oh, this is perfect. So you get double slow, sir. You get slow from the round, and then you get slow. Can we not take damage this round? I don't think we can. We're gonna take 6. But it'll be worth it. I cannot believe. So we want to take our damage last. You know, I don't really know my thought process here as much as this feels fun to have a whole bunch of energy. I won't have as much draw as I think, but I'm gonna have a ton of energy. Everything's upgraded. I use all of my energy. So I get no benefit to having all those. We don't want to use all the energy on us. We want to amplify and then try again. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And we'll turbo. And then channel 1. Lightning. Alright. We've got a lot of turns. If we can draw one card. Oh, this is the worst hand. Now what happened? We gotta find out what happened. I mean, is there anything that would draw a card? No, let's speak and see what happened. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just wasted my speed. Something tells me I'm not gonna lose this fight, so we found out what happened. That's what matters. You have exactly 0 in your draw pile. Hour and 13 minutes. I'm ready to speed this up. But I do want to win. So we've got to balance speed of play versus how good I am with that. Not very good. Alright. This is my speed. Self-repair before the end of the round. Alright, it's going to start getting stronger. But we do have a lot of things going for us. We can make him weak. Get a little extra defense that way. We'll get another. There we go. Alright, 175. Not going to take any damage again this round. He's going to start getting real strong. But we've got to remember, we still got his meta powder in like anything. Speaking of which, now Amplify does get less good. And I just hit the Y button when I was trying to look at Amplify. Alright, I've still got 2 buffers, 1 buffer. Alright, do we have anything in our... Okay, multi-path. I mean, that just allows us to keep our buffer for one more round. There we go. We did it. We kept our buffer one more round. Which is great, because we needed it this round. That's great. So we're going to keep our buffer, and we're going to use this to have a whole bunch of energy in the next round. We lost our buffer. I said keep, but I meant lost. Lose. We don't have to use our buffer this time. We've got taking damage. Got so much energy. We can use this. Just use everything. Alright. We should have saved, but we've only got to do 2 damage. Alright, let's get in. There we go, and a little extra HP. None of these are great. The Thunderstrike is the best out of these 3, but I don't think I want any of them. We want the extra upgrade, and we want the next. The hologram actually needs to be upgraded. because we need that not to exhaust. It's kind of central to being able to cycle different cards multiple times. If that exhausts, then we definitely lose a benefit there. Is it possible? It is possible to draw something that's beneficial. We're going to do 12 damage, and we're going to draw a card. We have so much energy, it's wonderful. But what do we need? We need 24 block. Are we going to get there? We don't have 24 block. What we really want is somebody to die. We need 21 block now. We probably could have used a potion this round instead. Alright, we definitely want to get this cycling around, but if we defrag first, then we're going to get more HP that way. If we rebound, we can rebound an infusion, then rebound. Ooh, Rip and Tear is really good. We want to Rip and Tear infusion. If we want to Rip and Tear infusion. And then we can prevent the next two, which would be used up this round. Definitely used up this round. There's a good chance this preventing 12 damage. We're going to use both of the buffers so they're gone. This is 2. We could circle back and get a Rip and Tear. Kind of need that Rip and Tear to hit. There we go. Now we can seek something we can amplify. Now we can seek charge battery. Yeah. Still have 4 energy, but feeling really strong. So is a turbo, honestly, because we want to get more cards. So that's that. The loop. And we're going to do some damage. And we'll get some more energy. Kicking the can down the road. It's so forgiving. Sure, we'll amplify and self-repair. Why not? We're gonna get 60 damage, which most rounds is not that hard. Gonna give us even more. We got it. Alright, we've only got now this upgraded, it's worth it. It's so good for free. Again, I gotta remember that extra cards means extra slow, which we haven't been worried about at all. Do I want to color this card? I don't think I want to color this card. I replay debuff, they take 5 damage, super technique, put a skill, and a random pose card. I guess secret technique. Imagine we're gonna have no extra skill. This is actually not great. So we wanna rebound the fusion. We're gonna take It's not gonna be that long fight. So figures that you could pull a bunch of different cards. If I am taking damage, we'll just make it so I'm not taking damage this round. Now, where's my amplify here? Alright, well, I don't have to worry about damage. Buffer. Hologram. So we're gonna hologram, pull an amplify, and then amplify buffer. Because that gives us 4 turns of him attacking with us not taking any damage, which is great. We're gonna get rid of get some more energy back, so at that point then we can again get the plenty of luck. So there's no reason why we can't just in turn. So where's the fun in that? Rebound. And we didn't even lose buffers. We have 4 buffers at the end of that fight. Alright, nothing's good there. Fight a boss from Act 1. This is always the choice I pull. I always do this choice. Because it's so fun, and why not? We can seek, we can get our amplify buffer, we can get our amplify defrag, our amplify loop. One amplify defrag, we don't have a lot of ways to aggregate and amplify our defrag. We got nothing else going on this round. Might be out actually clear. Recursion. So he's got 2 hits against me where he's not going to take any damage. So I can actually like tank it. No reason to. We're not gonna. It's a good card. That can be, I can amplify loop. Amplify a loop for frenzy. Oh yeah. We'll get 12 HP, 12 defense. Alright, so we're just gonna, it's a document in this guy. Maybe this round over. Nothing here, nothing here. Alright, upgrade. What else can we upgrade? We've got a 30 card deck. Glacier would be great. 2 cards. Aggregate. Amplify. Amplify and aggregate. This becomes another seek. And it gives us choices. All about choices. Alright, this is not going to be a hard. There's hologram, loop, and false lightning. An unupgraded card. Ooh, no powers. Well, I still use powers. I just use them and just know that I've got to ramp up my block to go along with them. This is our energy generation. We're going to generate tons and tons of energy, and we're going to make this work. I don't want to use a defrag until I can amplify it. I know it'll give him even more energy. Ooh, can I draw this? Can I use it to make me draw? I mean, I might as well. 2 extra strength. Large battery. I'll use this. I'm gonna save it until I can amplify it. I can amplify. What do I want? I kind of want to be able to play everything, but I also want energy. Seek. So I can seek an aggregate and an amplifier. So we're going to get our aggregate, we're going to amplify an amplifier buffer here. Yeah, that's the way to go. And we're not going to put any damage. Draw cards, charge battery, and start taking these guys down. There we go. Alright, first big round. We did great. So we could hologram an aggregate again, and we sent this hologram secret technique. Aggregate, draw 3 cards, how did you get an intangible? I got an intangible too. That's so funny. I wasn't even worried about the intangible. I got my first buffer taken down. We've got the aggregate again. We would want to we've got we need more draw. Speaking of which, we're going to use him first. There we go. And we're going to amplify a defrag. Now we got so much power now. Alright, we took some damage. That's great. So I'm playing super fast for no reason. I don't want to end this losing. Where's the fun in that? So what could I pull? Cool head with a turbo. Charge battery. I think I've already got enough blocks. I really pull. There we go. He's gonna kill himself on this. Gotta hit him a few more times. There we go. Now we can amplify fusion. What do we got? Can amplify a self-repair just to get it out of our hand. We got all of the energy coming in every round. Not worried about him. I can hit him with a weak. Secret technique we want to down. Don't have anything in there. It is about generating the blocks. Got 65. It's almost getting it. Alright, amplified, now a dead card. What we got? Secret technique to get down. Some of his attacks are going to be worse than others because we want to do big rounds. Ooh, that's great. Took it from 15 off of it, so now it's on 39. There's still going to be hard to get, but we've got plenty of health and we've got a healing thing. So we did use all of our buffers, so we just took the 1 damage, and that triggered an extra emotion. So now we have very little damage to worry about. And we got it again. So then we want to down. We got him. We made it. This time we didn't fail. It only took us an hour and 35 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. We're going to end the stream there. Play the Spire. The Spire got slayed just on the easiest setting, but that was a lot of fun. Alright, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.